Hello, Trinity. I hope all of you have had a great week. A few very important things I want to share with you today. First of all, this weekend, I am going to be out of town. I'm recording this Wednesday night. I'm actually heading out tomorrow morning. And interestingly enough, through a unique series of events, I've been invited to go to a Presbyterian church in Hilton Head Island and participate in a leadership conference that they're having for the weekend. And I'm going to be preaching at all three of their services on Sunday, something I've actually not done before. I'm really looking forward to it. But in my place, my good friend Bob Brandon, Dr. Brandon, is going to be here again preaching on Sunday at both our Beaver Creek and Edwards service. And I met with Bob this week, and he shared with me what he's going to be speaking from. Actually, we're going to be taking a 1 week pause in our study through 1 Peter, and Bob's going to be sharing from 1 Corinthians chapter 2. And I want to read to you a passage that's central to that text that Bob's going to be talking about on Sunday. And this is verse 9 that says, "As it is written," listen to this, guys. "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived, no mind has been able to conceive what God has prepared for those who love him. And yet God has revealed this to us by his Spirit." The whole idea that we see here is God's revelation to us of who he is, what he is doing, his truth. So it's going to be a great Sunday. If you're in town, I really hope you're at one of our two services for that. A few other important things I want to share with you. First of all, last Sunday after church, we had our first quarterly business meeting, and two big things that happened then. One, we approved our church budget, which is exciting, looking forward into the year. But second, we presented our candidate for what I'm tentatively calling at this point our student and missions pastor. And this person is Matt Wyatt. A lot of you know Matt. He and Allison have been a part of our church with their entire family for 2 years now. But Matt's a wonderful guy. There's a lot about Matt that some of you don't know. And over the month of February, there are going to be multiple opportunities for you to get to know him better. And I really hope you take advantage of this, especially if you're a parent of one of our youth or a child that's going to be coming into our youth ministry within the next year or two. This coming Sunday, which is February the 5th, right after the Edwards service, over in what we call the living room, there where the pool table and the ping pong table are in the youth building. Matt's going to be there right after the service just to answer questions, to have a dialogue with you. And that'll be happening again the following Sunday on February the 12th. And we're going to be continuing to do other things that we'll let you know about as we go through the month of February. But those first two Sundays, the next two Sundays, you'll have an opportunity to do that. So wanted to let you know that. Pray that God really continues to show us discernment and his revelation about how we're moving forward with our student ministry and just the other ways that God is wanting to really grow us through a big step of bringing on another full-time pastoral staff member. Part of this with Matt, I mentioned student and missions, is we're a very missionally involved church, but being proactive and taking that to the next level. So as an entire church body, we are more proactive and we are more aware of how what we're involved in and how God is using us in the different ministries and the missions that we are partnered with. And so a lot more there that we'll be talking to you about as well. Guys, these are exciting things. There are great challenges in our church, in every church, but there's also great opportunity. And I really do believe that's where we are. So pray with us as we move forward the month of February and look into what promises, I guarantee you, and this is true not just in our church, it's in our country, it will not be a boring year. So anyway, looking forward to that. Let me see, the last thing that I wanted to share with you, just the last thought. And guys, I've mentioned this on my blog before. On Sunday, if you come to one of our services, look for somebody you don't know. Look for somebody that you haven't seen in a while and take the initiative. Introduce yourself. If there's a guest, if there's a visitor in one of our services where you are, don't let them leave without truly knowing and having experienced that we're a church that loves people. That we're a church that loves the Lord and that loves people. And just continue to pray how God's going to use us as we engage not only ourselves and how God's growing us, but how God uses us to engage our community around us. So anyway, enough of that. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful weekend, and I will be back the following Sunday. Actually, I'm back Sunday evening, so some of you I may interact with through the week. But guys, I love you. Again, have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.